Hello everyone. Today I'll be discussing about business strategy. Strategic approach in business gives a description and definition of the goals the business seeks to achieve within a given period of time. This is an important aspect of doing business for companies since it is strategic goals that business entities CA communicates their goals to its employees. Strategic planning is also a tool used by the company to set goals to be achieved and can be used as a measure of success. A successful business level strategy must analyze internal and external factors that affect the company's bottom line. A strengths, weakness, opportunities, threats, or SWOT analysis helps an organization to perform this task by looking externally at the competition and internally within the organization. The internal analysis specifically analyzes the strengths and weakness of the organization, while the external analysis examines the opportunities posted by the competition. Major advantages of strategic planning for an organization is that it gives a company an opportunity to know if it has achieved its goals. The disadvantage is if this approach can be limited by resource constraints of the organization, that would limit its time for the achievements of the set goals and objectives. Let us now discuss about few generic business level strategies. For example, we can consider cost leadership, differentiations, focused cost leaderships, focused differentiations, and many more. Cost leadership strategy. This is a generic strategy that offers products or services with acceptable qualities and features to a broad set of customers at low price. Economics of scale. These exist when the cost of offering goods and services as the firm is able to sell more items. Let us look after a few advantages of the cost leadership. High profits can be enjoyed if a cost leader has a high market share. Low cost firms can withstand prices wars because high priced competitors will not want to compete directly with the more efficient rivals. Cost leadership requires the combined effort of suppliers, designers, research and development, production, and distribution. It's also a very difficult strategy for businesses new to a particular market. If a business cannot successfully implement cost leadership, the business should also consider differentiating the product by providing associated services not offered by competitors. Now let us look after the disadvantages of this cost leadership. Large volumes of scales are a must because margins are very slim in this. The need to keep expenses low might lead cost leaders to be late in detecting key environmental trends. Low cost firms emphasizes on emphasis market, making it difficult for them to change quickly if needed. Now let us learn about the differentiation strategy, a generic strategy that attempts to convince customers to pay a premium price for its goods and services by providing unique and desirable features. Using a differentiation strategy means that a firm is competing based on uniqueness rather than price. Its success depends on offering unique features and communicating the values of these features to potential customers. Let's look after the advantages of this differentiation strategy. Buyer loyalty is common among those who like to be seen with a designer logo on the product. Firms with well known brands allow them to charge higher price and hold stronger margins. Benefits of strategic management like this requires expert knowledge of exactly what will bring customers loyalty in the segment. That usually requires strong differentiation, high quality products, innovation, technological features, or superior custom services. 4B shows how this can also be a challenge. Now let us go through the disadvantages of differentiation. Price sensitive buyers will save their money by avoiding expensive products from top end brands. Limitations may steal customers' focus. And coming to the next strategy in the business level is on focused cost leadership, a generic business strategy that requires competition based on price to target a narrow market, such as Old Navy and Claris. Focused strategy, generic business strategies that involves targeting relatively narrow niche of potential customers. Let's look after the focus differentiation, a generic business strategy that requires offering unique features that fulfill the demand of a narrow market. For example, let's consider Mercedes-Benz. Let's look after the advantages of this focused cost leadership. Higher prices can be charged for these high quality brands. Firms using a focused strategy often develop great expertise about the good and service being sold. Coming to the disadvantages, limited demand exists for specialized goods and services, so every potential sale counts. The area of focus may be taken over by other or even disappear over time. Other firms may provide an even narrow focus. Now we can talk about best cost strategy. A business level strategy that followed by firms that charge relatively low price and offer substantial differentiation. Difficult to execute because creating unique features and communicating to customers why these features are useful generally raise a firm's cost of doing business. One route towards a best cost strategy is for a firm to adopt a business model whose fixed cost and overhead are very low relative to the cost that competitors are absorbing. A situation where a business level strategy does not offer features that are unique enough to convince customers to buy its offering because its price are too high to effectively compete based on price. Firms become executive fail to arrive at a well-defined strategy because firms are simply outmaneuvered by their rivals. The general way of positioning a firm business level strategy within an industry should be focused on generic strategies, allowing executives to concentrate on the core elements of firm business level strategies. The most popular set of generic strategies is based on the work of Professor Michael Port of the Harvard Business School. Key competitive dimensions of the business level strategies are source of competitive advantages and scope of operations. The strategy is used to gain an edge over rivals by keeping costs down or for something unique in the market. Scope of operations are used to target customers in general or seek to attract just a segment of customers. Thank you.